How about that? Alright, in theory, maybe now? Either now there's sound and there's echo, or there's still no sound. And I will eventually figure out what I am doing. Yay! Alright then, I don't know. It got angry at the microphone and now it's just a laptop, but okay, whatever. We'll figure it out. And yes, this house is like the peak of glorious, ridiculous eclecticness, and it is basically my favorite thing in the world right now. I've been chattering away about it because, you know. But it's the Doullut Steamboat houses, and they are right on the canals in New Orleans. So they flooded many times, but because they built the entire bottom floor out of ceramic tile. The floors are ceramic tile, the walls are ceramic tile. It doesn't matter. It floods and the house is just like, yeah, alright, whatever. Hence the tile walls. And it is like this amazing mix of early 1900s meets Japanese, or what early 1900s thought of Japanese. And they're amazing. Hey! Now I see people! Yay! I'm figuring out slowly how to, like, watch chat at the same time. But this is, like, the most glorious, eclectic mix of build stuff I have ever done, and I'm in love. So. Also, minimalism. They might have heard about minimalism in the early 20th century. They did not believe in minimalism in the early 20th century. If there was a surface, it was covered. Like, even the steamboat ships that, when I started looking up just to find more interior stuff, this, like, the ships themselves would have stuff on the walls and stuff hanging here and stuff covering there. It's like, is there a surface? There must be covering on that surface. There must be stuff. So I am trying to stick with that. And the cat says hello. He says he's starving to death, but he's full of lies. And yes, the windows are off-center, and yes, they are off-center in the real one. And yes, it also drives me crazy in the real one. Oh man, if you like maximalism, early 20th century, it's crazy. I am not a minimalism fan. Like, I did the Aldrich Scholar house. I finished it, thankfully, and it was the most white, minimalist, like, thing ever. Because it's been bought, and instead of people, you know, instead of the owners doing it like the original, they, that whole modern trend of how much white can we put in a single house, because obviously no one actually lives here and would, like, breathe or touch anything. And, it's, yeah. After that, this is like, thank you for color. Thank you for glorious, ridiculous, obnoxious amounts of color. But I've been, like, digging up pictures of this place all over the internet. Like, where can I find, you know, old newspaper articles? Basically being peak nerd, because why not? I like our little office. Is it sad that I feel like the walls are still too plain? There should be more. Let's do this. Let's go look at... Ooh, I have not used any of these. I'm trying to keep a good bit of that kind of Asian influence as well. And you can really see that on the outside of the house. We don't have the little pointy, sticky, uppy bits on the corner of roofs. And please tell me everybody knows what I mean by the pointy, sticky, uppy bits, because I don't know the fancy word for them. I'm certain there is one. But you can really see the Asian influence in the roof of the building and all of the little, the shape of the steamboat shape, but then they added this curved spiraling roof that in the real one has the little pointy up bits on the corner of the eaves. And, it's obnoxious. It is just fabulously obnoxious. Alright. And it's a center hall walk plan. And for sake of making it a little Sims sanity-wise, I am playing a little fast and loose with some of this stuff because I do want it to actually be playable, not just, a pretty build to live in the corner. Pretty builds in the corner are fine, by the way. That's just not what I wanted to build here. This would be our bathroom. Thinking what I might actually do is use this one right here. It's like closed off. Yeah, alright. So I have a little downstairs bathroom. I almost always play in one-story buildings because otherwise, Sims will take 10,687,000 years to get somewhere. And not only will they take that long to get there, they will try to electrocute, drown, or otherwise, kill themselves off in some form or fashion. That does not entail just going to the dadgum place. So, during this build, I've been like, okay, this is, well, a lot of these houses are not. No, it's not a steamboat that was a house. They were both built. There's two of them side by side in New Orleans that they were built by a steamboat captain. He and his wife were both captains of steamboats. They drove them up and down the canals. And when they retired, they built right on the canals. And they built one of these. And actually, that's the one I'm using as the example for this. And then their child also was a steamboat captain. And when their child... So when they got a little older, they actually built a second house for their child. So there are two of these in New Orleans that they really kind of tried to capture the feel of the steamboats, but they were actually houses and built really, really well. But they are a hilarious mismatch of styles and, yeah, stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. I have had a blast. This whole New Orleans project has sent me on so many ridiculous rabbit holes. I have a dozen tabs open right now that's what were light fixtures in the early 20th century? What were... Because, nerd. Turns out, by the way, these kind of glass open bulb lights were the light fixture of the time. Must always have our toilet and our extras because nobody wants the company to be without. I can never. I really wish the sleek bathroom stuff pulled up in, bathroom stuff, because I think I always use that toilet brush. Probably every single build, to be honest. Mm-hmm. It's why does it bathroom, it's literally called the sleek bathroom kit. Shouldn't that just kind of by automatic default pull up in bathroom stuff? Just makes sense to me. Alright, we have a little 3-tile bathroom. And I was thinking... I feel you, Boozle. I feel you. There's so many things that, like, I really wish if... Just, you know what? Hire me to just sit on your back end and insert tags. I would sit there for hours and just put tags on stuff so that they filter correctly. I could amuse myself for way too long doing that. And... I decided to have this be a kind of workshop area over here. I want the one from Restoration Hardware. Restoration Workshop. This one. Just another which I really like. Okay, with the exception of the drill. I guess you probably didn't have, you know, a bright red electrical drill in the early 20th century, but it's still being lived in. Like, what other kind of... True fact. I mean, let's be honest, would they even have to hire us? Like, if they put a call out and said, hey, you know, who would be willing to sit here and tag? All because there's so many of us builders that would be for our own sanity's sake. Oh god, yes. I'll do that, happily. Ooh, let's put jewel crafting. This is a nice one. This has a good, like, feel for this space, I think. And then, let's see. Why did I have baskets shoved over here? I think I was just thinking, you know, maximalism decor and shoving stuff. So. Alright. Got the chess table upstairs and the formal living room. I don't know, what do you guys think? I feel like there needs to be something else in this room, but I don't know what. What else would go in a New Orleans workshop? They also had the tall frou-frou lamps. I love the tall frou-frou lamps a lot. I guess that's not really practical in a workroom. Go to the office. It's totally practical over here, right? Put that back. Hey, Amber. Yeah, I think I'll definitely add a rug too. Ooh. Is it inevitable when you're streaming you're going to click on everything else wrong just because, you know, any other time I wouldn't click on the wrong thing, but people are watching. Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe just a chair or two? I could do another little, like, I don't know, it just feels like it needs something. It's very open. Have you all ever actually looked at the build by from Strangerville, by the way? It has some of the most beautiful build by. It's kind of ridiculous. Something like that. And then, yeah, put maybe 2 chairs over here in the corner. Pantry chairs? Blends in too much with the floor, huh? And I think these don't have a... I think this has a very limited color palette. This one, though. That way, you know, somebody's in there trying to get their work done, you can just come and hang out and bug them and talk to them while they're working. Early. Yeah. I'm like, I know there's a thing and there's a button and I know I can push the button, but it's gone. It's just gone. I'm just old enough that I don't mind telling people anymore that I forgot. It's fine. I have no filter. Okay. Too big. Snowyscape table. Absolute best end table in the entire game. Fight me. I will bite that one. It is the only one that actually fits beside the thing. Ooh, curio cabinet. Gonna definitely have to put a curio cabinet upstairs for sure. I haven't even started the upstairs yet, but that's fine. That is so gloriously obnoxious. Also gloriously obnoxious. Kind of want a round one. A little too matchy-matchy. Okay. Ooh. No. Eek. I also managed to hit escape too many times every time, because why not? Let's see. I think a lamp back here. Lamp table. Lamp table. There we go. I know what y'all, but like every time my sim is doing something, people try to sit and talk to her anyway. So now we're just prepared for it. Alright, bathroom. Look at this dining room. It really does have upholstered chairs. Or not upholstered, but like, I don't know. What do you call this kind of chair? The like fluffy city inn chair. That's a word, right? It really does have those in the dining room, and I thought it was amazing. This dining room. Kitchen that I absolutely have to play test because I have no idea if that stove will actually work like that. But it is so much glorious clutter. Alright. Let's do another one of these at the back door. We have kitchen, dining room, workshop, and office. Stairs. So this is where, like the formal entrance to the house, you actually came up these side stairs and into it. So right here is where you would actually have guests coming into the house. I need to fix my fence because I moved stuff around yesterday. There we go. One more piece. Alright. So I started up here a little bit yesterday. They were still using those kind of cabinet beds where they are in the little in the arched doorways. This is another one. I actually don't know. Has anyone ever done a bed like that, and does it work? Am I going to regret my life choices? Probably. We'll see. This is why we play test, right? I couldn't find anything kind of close to the actual pressed copper that this build is. Pressed copper, pressed tin walls. But these I thought were kind of close. It's wood paneling, but it's monochrome. It's got a little bit of texture detail. And it is crazy because I look up and I see video running like several minutes slower than me. But does the voice seem to sync up with the video? Awesome. Okay. Then I'm not going to worry about it being behind. It just means, like, if y'all ask me a question, I'm going to have to remember what I was doing 3 minutes ago. The odds are moderate. Yep. This is one of the, I don't actually know. I'm going to be honest. This is probably not going to be my forever save. I already have another save going. But it is one of the New Orleans. This is, I forget the name, the neighborhood on the top left. So down there, that will be the museum lot that I still have to build. I think this is the last residential lot, though. So after this, it's the museum, the restaurant, the gym, and Bourbon Street. And I don't know, this project actually I'm going to figure out how to upload the save. That way if people want the whole world, they can just have it. I'll probably keep putting it in my Willow Creeks because it's really cool, but I will probably keep starting more saves just because I'm ridiculous. And actually, no, this one I partially know. This one is because I started on a completely empty save. This is there are no pre-existing houses or households in this entire save file. So it would be, I started it with the Rosanna TXT Legacy or Origins Legacy Challenge, which is actually super cool. I'm not a Legacy player. Boozle posted a thing the other day about what's the highest number of generations you've gotten to before you started a new family, and mine was 1. I have never successfully, I've had kids, but I have not actually successfully, no, I lied. 1 child has made it to young adult, and that was my very first mermaid, and that was it. And since then, I have abandoned most of the saves once children come into the picture. I'm like, and we're out. So, hey, my child's a good. I parent in real life. I'm parenting a game. I don't want to. Yeah. But I started, I don't know. So anyway, squirrels. Her challenge is actually really, really, really freaking cool. I do absolutely love the design of it, and it's a mix of, oh, thank God, Barb. There's people that post 40, and I'm just like, I don't, how? Mad respect, but how? So her Legacy Origins challenge, you start with a completely blank world, everything. You grab Seriously's blank save file from CurseForge. Is the easy way to do this. And you make 4 households, and you And that was, so in mine, that was the Batu Boys with their band, and that was the Orphan Kids, and that was the Baker couple, and then my Ellie. And he put them in the world, and those 4 families, as they work, as they do careers, as they do live, fund the world. So they pay for a park when they want to build a park. They pay for a restaurant when they want a restaurant. And I did start it that way, I confess. The first, 2 community buildings were legit paid for. Since then, we've gone back to bb.enable free build. But it is really cool. But it's the other reason that I probably won't play it as a forever save, because I would have to do this in all of the worlds. And I probably will do a lot of the worlds, but I want to do it at, when the ADHD says let's do it. not because there are no buildings there. Despite how much I love, 1 block tile challenges. Oh my god, did y'all see Gage? I got mad over the painting thing. I took it back. I said I was wrong. And so I went and made my first male sim. He's a super techie nerd who hates everything outdoors. He might possibly be allergic to grass. And he's going to do the wild style survival challenge. I think I should probably apologize at this point, now. Ooh, let's do... Actually, there's some space here. Just really let me see the top of this one on top. That looks very nice. There we go. But yeah, sorry, squirrels. So Gage has, I decided how this poor boy's story is going, is that he was on vacation. He won a vacation at GeekCon to go to Batu, and he's out there on vacation. And when he comes back, tragedy will have struck. And he's going to be in a 1 block tile challenge and have to work his way out of it. It will be gloriously awful. But he gets to start in Batu, which I thought would be, I've never actually done a whole lot out there. So I figure I'll play it, I'll give him a couple sim days of running around in Batu before he gets locked in a box. So we'll see how that goes. Can't possibly go wrong, right? I will probably regret all of these life choices. Yeah, I do really like how this build is coming together. Oh, hold on a sec. Munchkin? Laundry. They are...
What?
Laundry?
I can't pause right now.
Okay.
When you didn't even pause. This is I could do that in up to a second.
They went back to school last Monday after Christmas break, and they are back out of school this week because they're moving into a new building. Why this couldn't have happened over the break, I don't know. So, yeah. I like where that is going. And yes, I know if I played with walls half down, or if I built with walls half down, a lot of this would probably be easier to see. But it's fine. Everything is fine. Oh, you know what pack? Where is which of this pack? Modular's tray. Let's see. Astral Human. Have you guys ever actually played with the stuff from Crystal Creations? Like, the buffs it gives you in game are nuts. Really, really good buffs. Everything from, do you want twins? Here's how you have some twins. To literally making your sim immortal. As long as you keep the gems charged. If you forget to charge the gems, then you have a problem. No, too fluffy. Put a journal over there knowing full well that, the first sim that gets in here is going to run for that and try to put it away. It's like they're obsessed with putting the journals in a bookcase somewhere. And then I have to play find the bookcase. My love language is water bottles. I have a whole stash. It does enlarge, but not. Too far into the. Oops. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Like, why? Although I think my personal biggest pet peeve over dirty plates is the half walls. How is it that they can put a dish on top of a half wall? They can put it there, no problem. But it is impossible for them to get a dirty plate back off of the half wall. Why? Somebody please tell me. Does anybody know? I don't understand. This drives me bonkers on a regular basis. I like half walls. They're useful. They also work really, really well. So, a lot of the cool build tricks you can do with putting things in walls, but then sometimes when you drop it down to half walls, when you drop it down to half wall view, they look weird. Half walls don't drop. So if you use the tallest half wall and then use a spandrel, it looks really nice. And it doesn't drop. So then you keep whatever super fancy effect you had going on there. I am waiting on those buggers to start putting dirty dishes on top of that super tall half wall. It has not happened in my save yet. There's some wood. I need some wood to knock on. But it's gonna happen. Like, I just know it. And then I'm gonna be hunting down, on top of this spandrel in this beautiful build, where in the world did they put these dirty dishes? That was my first, I built, as everybody does. Your first build is absolutely obnoxiously massive. And, let's go down 3 staircases to get to the bathroom that's over there. And I had this great idea about I'll build these changing rooms and all this stuff. I don't play in big builds. I play in tiny builds. But I had put outside the stairwell this really pretty half wall with some decorative stuff, and I had put little plants on it, and I was so proud of my very first little build, my very first big build, and it was so cute. And they drove me nuts. I hired a maid. I got the stupid butler pack thinking it was just the maid that was broken. No. I was like, why? I don't understand. like this like deserves a place in here. It's gloriously huge, obnoxious face. Yeah. This is also why I don't do very many build videos, because y'all would be dizzy. Like, look out, she's spinning again. Not pink. Where is, let's see. Not It's not quite right. No. That's good. Right. Definitely needs to fit together better. Okay. Needs more clutter. Plant tab. Right. Have a corner, need a plant. This is the way. Paranormal. That's another pack with a like grossly underrated build back catalog. So good. Maybe. Let's see. I like this idea. Let's do this. And if I do this, I may get the table further out of the way. Hey, Elric, don't forget.
Yeah, I got out just now.
Thanks, bud. Can you please check on the laundry situation? Okay?
Yeah.
And if the washer is empty, there is a pile of towels and your wearable blankie in the bathroom. Sorry, parenting. The laundry room is downstairs, and I...
Yeah, they're both empty.
Awesome! Can you start that load of towels?
Oh, I gotta do something real quick. I'm gonna go into the AFK chambers. So this is probably gonna go less than 3 minutes.
So you can do your 10 as well. Okay?
Yeah.
You can do your 10 minutes too, okay?
Alright. Alright. It shouldn't be like 20 minutes total though, right?
Nah. No, because it, like, just starting a load of laundry didn't take but a minute. Alright. You know what we need? We need decorative sticks. Does anybody know, like, the willow-like sticks that you could... These were a thing. I know we have the one little vase that has a ton of them jammed in it. But you could get... I don't know if they're still a decorative thing or not, but you get these ones that are really tall, and you could shove it in the corner in a tall vase and have these spirally sticks. They were for people like me who kill houseplants.
Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Can I borrow your phone?
Yes.
Tablet?
Yeah. So start the towels. Listen, the one thing, don't put softener on the towels, because then they don't absorb the water as well. Okay?
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's more liquid, and then that means it's less for the water, right?
Kinda. It's chemicals. Okay, plant is only clipping into the wall. The bedroom. That one's got a door going on. Mm-hmm.
Can I count the thing? Wait. Can I count doing the towels as part of my...
No.
Please.
No.
It's only gonna take like 1 minute.
Okay, exactly. Run.
Please.
You want to stick umbrellas in the... Oh, in the vase? Yeah, that would be... Oh, that's a good idea. We don't have an umbrella holder, and we do need one, don't we? It's one of these. Hey, you have a whole day off school. You will not die from a little bit of, move your body. He was trying to talk me into the laundry is downstairs, and while I can technically get down the stairs on crutches, getting back up them is a problem. And I can do it. I just suck at it really badly. So he is having to help with laundry and stuff more than usual. And so now he's like, hey, that counts as working out, right? No. Laundry does not count as working out. Unfortunately. Master bath. Yeah, that one goes like it has. This is again like reminiscent of the steamboat thing. It has this big wraparound walking porch up here, and then a little, like, your captain's galley would be up the very, very top, and it's just look at the view. Okay, so I would agree, except they're like 6 stairs, and he only has to go down them once. So if you want to run up and down the stairs as a workout, totally legit. Weirdly enough, the 2 gamers gave birth to the child who will also happily sit there all day long and play video games. And, try to get them to do healthier choices. So. It's an attempt. An attempt was made. Let's do actually. Here. Put it this way. That would work, right? And then put a wall shower here. Then I could put... Does anybody else, like, rearrange bathrooms every time they do them? Or do you have, like, a standard bathroom at this point where you're, like, just like, alright, look, I have 6 tiles, boom, this is the bathroom plan. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Mm-hmm. There we go. And shower and bath in here. I did not find pictures of the insides of their bathrooms. Weird. Like, who doesn't put those on the internet? Really? Don't they know? Okay, let's put a... That one actually in there. That's too tall. It's just... Let there be light. Bring this one back. Or should it go just over the lip of the bathtub? No, I think I like it better this way. Somewhere to put little soaps and stuff. Over here. Oh, no. I keep that as the glass, I think, because I like that. I really want to do like a whole bunch of over-the-top luxury bathrooms. Just because. Why? I have no idea. I got to thinking about it the other day. My brain was just like, you should do that. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do an entire content cluster on bathrooms, because everybody wants to talk about that, right? So maybe not. Let's put it okay there. It's so interesting too, because like when I think of Asian decor, I don't think clutter. That is not the word that comes to my mind. So it is a little counterintuitive, I guess, in a way. But I guess that's the whole, mishmash. I love the peacock painting, yes I do. Ooh, that's pretty there. Alright, then towel rack before I forget. Other best clutter kit. I know. The other favorite. There are times that I swear I thought about disabling the entire Fairies expansion pack, except that it has my favorite piece of clutter for the bathrooms. I love this little like soap salt vial set a lot. It just is I don't know, it just hits my happy space of this is pretty. And I probably use it in almost every build. And there was a time when that was like the only reason I hadn't disabled the pack. It's like I don't use anything. However, I have learned since then I actually like the a lot of the randomness it adds. It's the Wild Style Challenge. Alright, bathroom. Oh, bathing area of the bathroom. Ooh, that's a boring wall. Also, it's a white wall. That one too. What do in this room? The ropes? I think the ropes would be nice there. Those totally wouldn't get wet hanging there, right? I'm the only person that actually thinks about physics when I'm building. I didn't use this one. I've been eyeballing that one, trying to figure out if it worked in here, but I think especially up here it actually does. Okay, something said it wasn't connected anymore. Oh, or reconnected. Okay. I think it reconnected. This might be just German internet at its best again. It's bad. German internet is awful. Here, and let's go down to here. Oh, let's see where I candle this up.
Done.
Good job.
Okay.
Thanks, Munchkin.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Painful crack snapple pop knees. I am looking forward to not being grounded to the bed in, 3 more weeks. Nah, not quite right. I like the prints better. Right on that side. we need our bathroom necessities for the extra roll, but missing something here. Stack of towels. There's like a million and one things I do like that I always wonder if anyone ever actually notices. Like, there's little tucks of towels, and there's extra toilet paper rolls, and here's the storage for... here's shoes tucked away under the edge of the dresser, and... I swear if I got a single shoe, I would probably do things like, you know, here is the one shoe. The other way. All right. I kind of like it. Bathroom looking pretty good. Oh, soap. We have hand towels, extra towels. So that's Master Suite. I like that. I could put one actually. Yeah, that's a good point. I do always want one right by the tub. There are times I miss Cece a lot. I put the towel rack out there, but I could definitely put, or where's the little ones that have that one? Little cloths that have the soap on top. Soap on a loop. There we go. Gotta be able to wipe the soap out of your eyes, right? And you grab your towel. I like it. This is such a hugely different style after the last build. It's crazy, but it's really fun. I can use I know why you fell off. You were supposed to. I kept playing with the shape of this hall the other day. That's fun. The other thing I actually liked about this is usually this many columns would drive me insane to play in, but because there's this like wide wraparound walkway, it actually isn't bad. Like this is I don't know, I play in half walls up. I could play in that. Like that is, I can still see everything I need to click on. I kind of wish mirrors dropped. I am the person who, like, somebody asked me the other day, do you know a mod, or is there a way to make Tool have, what was it? I think it was the kitchen cabinets not drop down when you drop walls. And I was like, no. I have the exact opposite. Make it all go away. You know. 3/4 of the time my Sims don't get the really big TV, because then I would have to, I love micro homes, though! No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Okay, hold on. This is only what's made it in my library. I love tiny houses. Okay, yes, there's a lot of hot men in my library. You know what? Shh. Just go here. Tiny home residential. I like tiny houses. I like tiny houses a lot. These are actually functional tiny houses. That one makes me giggle. That one's a Winnebago. No, they are my favorite. Actually, I think it's part of the reason I like doing the wild style challenge kind of stuff is I will happily hit the tiny home point and just stay there. This might be one of my all-time favorites. This one just came out fantastic. Like, I did an industrial one that is still one of my favorite builds. Like, I don't know. Gallery pictures do not do it justice. I mean, I'm biased, yes. But it's funny because, like, this is not what I play in either. I'm building it because I thought it would be fun to build the entire world. And that's welcome to my brain. These things happen. But I don't play in manor houses. Even when my Sims get rich, I tend to build either more industrial style or more beachy style, like the one I just posted. Like that's her mansion baron house, and it's still not like this stuff. But I like building this. I just don't want to play in it. It's valid, right? So you upload it and let other people play in it. Let's see. Does this have a grate? Oh, yeah. And I honestly believe that, like, knowing how to build is really just being willing to bulldoze things about 110 times. Maybe more. Probably more. Mm-hmm. I have trust issues. If I can't see my Sim, I assume they're trying to commit suicide. I'm sorry. I actually don't know if YouTube has about stuff. I assume they're trying to go meet Grim Reaper. Be like, no. Either that, or they're absolutely destroying something. And, before I know it, the entire house will be on fire, and I'll be chasing down things trying to go, hello. Ooh, the light has turned me pink. That's funny. Alright. One more thing, baby. Alright. Can you turn on the 2 overhead lights?
Huh?
Can you turn on the 2 lights?
We have to turn on this one.
How about just the overhead? Not the pointy part.
That one, no matter what angle I put it at, it's always like,
Alright, can you get...
since it has those little ball lights,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what angle, when it's like this, it hits you and me.
It's a work light.
But when it's like this, no matter what it hits my eyes, it hurts.
Can you get that one too?
Oh.
The overhead.
Oh. I think you pointed at that one only, so I'm like, there.
Thank you.
Want to do some art or something?
Nope. I am streaming, and I noticed I was turning like roughly the color of a tomato because I think the camera was trying really hard to still pick up light. No, I could go back and I don't know. I could do so many more tiny houses. I love them a lot. I like finding challenge builds and stuff, so I might have to be in those cases of like, alright, we're either going to have to make a wheel of ridiculous build challenges, which I am so down for, or find some way to instigate more shenanigans. No. Oh, that one's too tall anyway. That's huge. But I like it. Alright, time for shenanigans. Tool, you are my bestest friend and I love you forevermore. Yeah, there we go. Then I think what I want to do is just put a TV in this one here. I think, aha! Booyah! Okay, that is hilariously perfect, and I need to remember that as like a quick tips thing. The Sticky Outie TV, that's its technical name, I'm 100% sure of it, from Businesses and Hobbies or Get to Work, whichever one has the suitcase, is perfect for putting it in front of fireplaces without having to use tool to move it away from the wall, or doing the whole delete the wall thing. When? Alright, let's, now we definitely need some over the top ridiculous seating in here. We have green. We even have green. We can keep with our green theme. These so look like torture instruments. Save your formal sitting room over here, or your living room anyway. So the way I've kind of set up here is the family that's actually living in this one in my game already has a kid. So I've got the master suite, and then I'll do a small bedroom. I'm trying to remember if they're pregnant. And then I'll do this one as, I might actually do this. Thinking about this while I'm sitting here saying that. Flexible, fireplace arranging. Like a formal sitting room. Put the chess table and stuff over there. The smoking parlor. Where there's a gentleman to retire to the parlor. I'll put the bar drinks over there, and yeah. Let's see. Hey, Mara. I can get probably dark on by the time. Does that not match? There we go. Matching wood swatches and their non-existence. The eternal bane of every builder, right? I'm actually going to do you. So double copy. And then let's get us a fancy rug. Have I made everybody thoroughly dizzy by this point? No, not that one. Close. Not the design, not the color label. That could work. Something. There we go. That's the colors. Lots and lots of rich colors in the early 20th century. Oh, neat curtains. I'm so excited to post this one. I think this will actually push it over 80% of the way done in Willow Creek. Which is super exciting. And then I gotta figure out how to upload a save file and share it with people. Is it possible? That'll be fun. As far as my could handle the oops, not matching anymore. Or not even any. All right. And it's so funny too because they really aren't on the house. Ooh, I mean, you know, did did you read about my newest sim? I actually had somebody that said, you know, what if your sim couldn't leave the house or the property or interact with the world at all? So like not selling stuff, not anything, but you built a robotic station and made the robot go do everything. That was one of the twists that people were talking about. I'm like, that's kind of fun. That could be cool. I don't know. I've actually never played a robot. Like, I've done a little bit of robotics when I was in university, but I don't think I actually understood how far that can go. That's part of the reason I want to play the techie dude and, you know, try all of the thing. I'm excited about it. It's like, alright, nope, I said I would work on this, and I need to finish up the aquarium tutorial, because y'all wanted it. I asked, y'all said yes. Then I can go play. The life of a content creator is, yes, I play video games for money, but also, not always the way I want, you know. Where's the other fuzzy lamp? Oh, fuzzy. Oh, there you are. Best ever tool trick if you mod and you get that stuff flickering. 0.999 scale. No more flicker. I mean, so even on an off-the-grid lot, you can generate power, though. You add either the windmills or the solar panels. You would just have to generate enough power. I mean, it's doable. Like, one of the big things with that, if you've never played with it, is to make sure that you go click on the mailbox and go to View Utilities and change it to store the excess. Because otherwise what it'll do is, like, as you're generating excess, it'll keep selling it off. And so you're only ever coasting right above, right above the necessity amount. But if you change it to store, you can absolutely build up plenty of surplus to run through stormy weather or nights or whatever. Speaking of nights, what do y'all think about the royalty announcement? Are we excited? Are we horrified? Are we terrified of what the world they're going to do? My other hobby is medieval reenactment, so I'm a little bit curious. How's this going to go? This is either going to be really good or it's going to be god-awful, and I think it is probably impossible for it to be anywhere in the middle of those two things. Let's see. Get our nice portraits in. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll put these on the other side of the fireplace instead. True. Ooh, that would be challenging. How much does a battery station cost? Do you know offhand? I mean, I'm sitting here looking, I guess. Is it bad? Is it... I know it doesn't pull up, but... Is it... Let's see... That's the robotics station. What do you charge them on? Thank you. This is, I love this house. This is, it's part of the Willow Creek Goes New Orleans. And it is a steamboat house. So, 1907-ish. And it is this absolutely gloriously ridiculous, amazing fusion of 20th century perception of Japanese art and 20th century steamboat, southern steamboat. It's awesome. I'm having a lot of fun with it. There was no such thing as a blank surface anywhere. We got our formal sitting room. I love, like, building to stories. I think it's part of why I'm having so much fun with this whole New Orleans project. Actually, what I'm going to do is put you... Completely valid. I'm in wait and see. See how things go, see how... I don't know. I don't... It's a lot. World is a lot right now. At this point, I think I am just going to let everybody make their own choices, and you know what? I have no judgment space for anyone making any choice of this. I actually started playing Sims because a friend had hassled me for years and told me I would love it, I would love it, I'd love it. And I kept putting it off and kept putting it off and kept putting it off. She was right. But it was my escape. It's my escape from the news and escape from all of the shitty things going on in the world. And yeah. But, yeah. I actually have in my, I've got MCC running, and so I disable mischief and mean in my game. So it is literally a happy little place in the world. I don't know, I'm still hoping that whatever happens with the sale, like, there's a part of me that's like, I don't know, big corporations, in my experience, are generally less about the ethics and more about the money. And inclusivity sells. And, like, it is more profitable for them to, I don't want to say, like, not necessarily champion inclusivity, because that's definitely not it, but to not hinder or not take it, not block it, when you're talking on an international basis. Saudi Arabia, comparatively, is one very small country. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch and see. Yeah, 100%. I like, shop small. I guess if I could ever give anybody, like, as much as you can, shop small, support your small businesses. But in a way, like, a lot of people were talking about, or there was a whole lot of chatter about, oh, they're going to take everything away, they're going to take everything away, they're going to take everything away. And I think my perspective is that, sadly, the simple reality is that would cost them more money to take it away from, or to try to take that away from Sims. Things wouldn't sell as well. And at the end of the day, they're trying to make money, and that's why. It's not because they're good people, it's not because they support good things, it's because it is, quite frankly, more profitable to be inclusive than it is to be not. That might be a little jaded, potentially. And I might be wrong. I don't know. All right. Maximalist living room looks pretty, wait a minute. Let's do this the other way. We're gonna cheat. Move the table. Alright. I really wish we had blankets we could drape. That would be on my, 3 things I could add to The Sims. I don't like these curtains in here now. Would be soft things, and soft things. So. Do like those curtains. You're just going to have to come down lower. This one I think I might actually need to go up a little bit. That looks better than the other curtains. And I think living room. Man, this goes fast when I'm chattering. I think y'all keep me focused. Apparently, normally I'd have squirreled off and there would be, another build started somewhere by now. Oh, one thing. Have been streaming, have not saved. Ooh, the one on the stand? Pausing to save. I've been streaming for some amount of time now. Actually, I'm sure it counts it somewhere. I do. That's a good job. It's another pack I haven't actually played because that would require letting my Sims die, and that's a problem for me. So, oh, what's it under? Is it under pets? It's the Raven one, you mean, right? Oh, that statue's cool too. Yeah, that guy. Look, there's happens to be this little spot. Oh, ooh, and an hourglass. Everybody needs an hourglass, right? Forgot life and oh, you know what? I can't put them up there because that's gonna look funny. So sorry. Wait, I have an idea. Be afraid. Be very afraid. I probably should. You probably can't be up elevated, huh? You can have the other corner then, dude. Right? And then I play too nice to actually kill off the other ones because they can't annoy me because I have all the mischief and mean disabled. So it's like... I forgot Life and Death does have all this really cool, like, gothic-y stuff. Well, that's interesting. That table is apparently raised. Just enough. There we go. Hiding paper. Oh, go up here. You're even cooler. Seems appropriate. I did, however, play a vampire that married Grimm. So, there was that. They got a super goth wedding. Wow. Yeah, that would, yeah, no, nope. I would have been definitely weirded out by that too. I had, right after I got Life and Death the save I was running, I usually had aging turned off on my Sims, or had them honestly just flagged as immortal. And then people started dying. And she kept getting super depressed over everybody dying. And I'm like, honey, I can't, but, you know, it was a time. It was a struggle. Hey, Dexy! No, not the green, I think. Better with the dark wood. In our mismatch, jumble, humble, chaos house of maximalism. No, I'm still streaming. It's crazy. Great. And a tea set. Oh, we need fireplace tools, don't we? And wood. Alright. Fireplace tools, wood. Okay. I like our absolutely ridiculous Maximus living room. Bathroom. That sounds fun. Yay! I will probably still be here. At some point I'll run away. Or crutch away, as case may be, but I'll stream for a little more. That. Enjoy yoga soon. Well, soonish. So, I miss yoga. Let's see. Does this sink count as a pedestal sink for purposes of cheating a 2-tile bathroom? We're gonna find out. Actually, I did that. Such a gloriously ridiculous sink. And then we need... I've never actually put the squatty potty in one of my builds. And I'm kind of curious about this. I don't know that I definitely want to put it in this build, but there's a part of me that is definitely I actually have a bathroom about this size at my house. It's ridiculous. No. I always want to use the peacock sink, but weirdly enough, an elaborate gold peacock sink doesn't fit in most of my builds. I'm sure nobody else has that problem at all. too dark. There we go. So one of those has a light yellow color. I think if we're going to have a peacock sink, we are obligated to have the peacock tapestry, right? That seems reasonable. As soon as I find it again. Yeah, there you are. And then of course filter back down to sleep bathroom for the 14th time. I guess if I quit putting quite so many bathrooms in a build, I wouldn't have this problem, but I know you want to, those don't fit right there. Does anybody else do that and turn one of the scrubby things into a toilet paper holder? It might just be weird. It's possible. Door. I think it was Jen and Steph who taught me the 2-bathroom trick, or 2-tile bathroom. Super useful. And the parlor. Alright, gents. Time to retire to the parlor. Do we have a good-looking 3-wide fireplace? Yes. Yeah, like when I'm working on a modern build, sometimes I get frustrated trying to find things that look good and modern. Especially if I want like the higher comfort items, because they'll all be, you know, Queen Anne-ish style. But now that I'm working on a Queen Anne build, this is very convenient. We have our actually swap you for one of these. This one. What are y'all working on? Can I fit two of these here? Maybe. And of course they're going to be different woods, because why not? Because this game hates me. That's why. We're going to give you a set of artwork. None of the frames will match. Each one shall have two woods, but none of the woods shall be of the same wood. This is the way. I'm almost tempted to just put like a chess table and a board game table in here. Would fit. Have a game room. It'd just be not the normal type of game room. Or don't wake the llama, because that's actually got a pretty table. I mean, who wouldn't have Don't Wake the Llama in their fancy, receiving room, right? We're just gonna go with it. It's fine. Really sneaking suspicion pathing, and this is going to be an interesting life choice. Have our sofa. Okay, I kind of dig it. It's definitely on the ridiculous scale of things. Needs rugs. How you doing over there, Munchkin? I use that rug on the other side. I might actually finish this today. That would be crazy. Uh-huh. They've got such a cool history. Like, I'm trying to make sure to get, like, some different touches. It really helps. Honestly, I've just been filtering down to the for rent and the Snowy Escape packs. It's the closest we have to Eastern influence, but there is some good stuff in those. So, especially when you start talking about the reality being that 20th century European idea of Far East had not necessarily a whole lot in common with actual Far East. That's a whole interesting conversation in and of itself. What are they called? I know we have... I did realize, one of the weirdest pieces of clutter we do not have is some kind of, like, wine glass goblet. Maybe we'll get a goblet with this. But not, I don't mean like a fancy gold one, but just a, like, clear glass that I could use. We have coffee cups if you have the everyday clutter. No, kitchen clutter came with coffee cups. But that, we don't have just a clutter cup. We have the ones that the game thinks are dirty, but then, Sims get cranky about it. Or at least not that I found, I should say that. Where's the one at? Yeah, there's another one that's drink bottles. Just keep scrolling, just keep scrolling. This one. To rearrange things a bit. How you doing over there, Munchkin? Gone. He has headphones on, so he's And where is the... Nice. I like that. All right. One formal room. Whoa, crazy. All right. One more kids room. Toddler bed. Which isn't the same bed, I think. I mean, Princess Cordelia's bed seems completely reasonable, right? I have decided that the worst thing about this upcoming pack is going to be everybody's going to be like, build castles! And I'm going to be like, no. I don't want to do the big build. The big build is scary. I don't like it. I am not a... I can do big builds. I just don't prefer to. Yeah, this way. That one big enough to actually be a bathroom. I am fairly certain this family is pregnant again. If not, likely to be soon, right? One of those things. I have neighborhood stories turned on full blast on this this save. I know, right? Give me the recluse or the monk or the, you know, the runaway princess in her broken tower, or her struggling out, you know, disguised as... Oh, what did I just finish reading? Disguised as a tavern wench. I'll go build the tavern. I'm good with that. No. Give me a nice little 15 by 20 plot of land. I'm good. That's it. Good. Oh, you know what? This all needs to be in that one. What's the one called? It's the kids over the top, absolutely ridiculous stuff. Strawberry Nursery. That one. This actually, like... I don't know. I can't imagine a ballroom without spiral stairs, but I have trust issues. It would be really cool, though. Humorously, there are actually things I would like. I would not mind spiral stairs, but I also have visions of Sims being absolutely stupid and taking 4,687,000 years to walk down them. precisely that many. It would be really cool though. Like, I could, from a building perspective, it would be really neat to have. You can cut this corner. True. True. It would be cool for that. Did you know that you can shrink doll houses down a click and they still work just fine? Because doll houses are obnoxious. That's the toy box. This one. You know what? I was pretty right. Okay, whoever did watch the Royal trailer, is that table, is that not this table? Like, it looks like it was just this nightstand. Might be wrong, but skeptical face. I'm sure Sims would never reuse the exact skin of something. Never. Let's see. No. Ooh. I mean, she could still build her way out. You would just have to, like, oh, I see what you're saying, because she wouldn't have an outside area. I mean, maybe the last thing is she puts a roof on. I saw somebody once, I think, or I read about, I've not actually done it, a, like, 3x3 challenge. Like, you could just go straight up, but all you had was 3x3. Oh! So she had to build her way down. I mean, there is always the selfie thing. People do it. Most people are quite happy with it. But you could do, like what I did with the base game one, maybe. So, what I ran into with the base game one is you can't plant the rocks and the frog logs that respawn. But if you did it with Jungle Escape, you can pull the Jungle Escape rocks and logs, and those respawn when you put them onto a lot. It's just the base game ones that don't. There's, I don't know, like, to build the base game lot for the wild style, I was using Tool to, like, move them from the neighborhood onto the lot, and then uploading it that way, but it meant that they were all, like, one-time use and then done. But you could have some fun with that, like, trap her in a circle of rocks, or circle of magical crystals, or... trying to think what else you would need, like... Now you got my brain working on it. So. Let's see. I like the kids' room. A little bassinet area, because I'm about 80% sure she's pregnant again. Alright, we need a lamp. Not putting imaginary friends in the lot. I don't know if they fixed it or not yet. I broke one save file because they had an imaginary friend on the lot, and I moved them from World Manager load. And after I did that, the imaginary friend did not move with them. That save just kept having worse and worse issues. And there was like 2 lots that every time I loaded into it would error out. So I'm like, don't use imaginary friends now. I think they're creepy anyway. So, not missing out. It's fine. The weirdest teddy bears. They're also angry. Why are the teddy bears so angry? greens and yellows. Pretty neutrals. And I think this bathroom I'm going to do simpler. This one is actually going to get modern plumbing because parent life. I know. Might need an epic backstory for why it has normal plumbing compared to the rest of the house. What did the kids do? And this one we need tissues. Kid soap. A rug and a light. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to do a whole lot in this bathroom because when you go to bathe the babies, sometimes that seems to get, at least for me, a little bit weird on the pathing. So I wanted to leave this one a little more, build for gameplay, not just for pretty. Ooh, turbo mode. Goodness gracious, y'all. This one, actually, comparatively, is very, very simple, and I'm going to keep it that way. It just has chairs along the edge, so I actually think what I'm going to do is use... This is one of the rooms I actually did have pictures of, which makes this so much easier. I just want to keep this. This one. We don't have a spyglass, do we? Just a telescope? sections I can do. Boom! That is really all that is up there. Probably needs light. And then I will probably be done for a while because I gotta take a break before you landscape. Landscaping is a whole different beast. Wow. That's a interior. Damn. Okay, so apparently streaming is really good for focus. Or staying on task at least. Maybe I'll go with that. For staying on task. Bathrooms, bedrooms, game room, living room. So colorful. And this up here, actually. Wow. I think that just leaves, the porch is mostly empty. There is 2 chairs by the back porch. And a porch swing down here. The only thing I run into with these is like New Orleans yards are not gardened. They're not like full of flower beds and everything, so when I'm building them, it's like, okay, so I have a whole bunch of grass, now what? Because they look funny, in Sims they look funny if they're naked. Wow. Steamboat house, man. I think my focus is broke, y'all. Also, I need to move and stretch my legs because, dear God, the hyperfocus. Save lot. I have learned that I save things to my library and to the file now, just in case. The paranoia factor is strong. Alright, I am going to call it a wrap, y'all. I need to go move. That was 3 hours. Holy cow. Thanks you for hanging out. Subscribe. You're supposed to say these things like, like, subscribe, follow me on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. No, wait. Yeah, and Twitch and TikTok. Yeah, I think that's it. I will talk to y'all later.